The topic which we are going to see is supply, meaning of supply, law of supply, supply schedule, and types of supply schedule. First, we can see the meaning of supply. There is a difference between stock of the goods and supply of the goods. The stock is the manufactured goods. Supply of goods is the manufacturer is supplying the goods to the consumers, those who are in need of good in the market. So supply means some of the part of the stock of goods which is prepared by a seller and sell at a particular price at a particular market in a particular period of time. The market may be local market, regional market, national market or international market, whatever it may be. The manufacturer supply the produced goods to the public people in various places. So it is called as a supply. Next we can see the law of supply. This law of supply explains the functional relationship between price of a good and supply of the good. So there is a relationship between the price and supply of goods. When all other things remains constant, so remaining things should be constant. At that time there is a relationship between the price and goods demanded. If the price rises, supply also increases. If the price falls, supply will be decreases. It it means there is a direct proportional relationship between the price and supply. Next, we can see the supply schedule. It shows the various quantities of the goods that are supplied at various levels of prices. We can see the types of supply schedule. There are two types of supply schedule. They are individual supply schedule and market supply schedule. Individual supply schedule is showing various quantities of the goods that are supplied by an individual seller or producer at various levels of prices in the market. For example, price of the good X is 500. Then the supply of the goods X is will be 0. If the price of the X is rupees 1000, then supply of the goods of X will be 10. If the price of the goods X is 1500, then the supply will be 30. If the price of the goods will be 2000, then the supply will be 55. If the price of the goods is 2500, the supply of the goods will be 90. Now we can see the market supply schedule. It shows the various quantities of the goods that are supplied by various producers or sellers at various levels of prices in the market. When we add the supply of all sellers, then total supply or market supply can be obtained. Whether the individual supply curve or market supply curve slopes downwards, left to right, as there is a direct proportional relationship between price and supply. Will be an exceptions to the law of supply. The first thing is rare goods. In case of rare goods, supply cannot be changed according to the price. So in case of rare goods, the supply curve is parallel to OY axis. In supply of labor, in case of labor, the supply curve is backward bending. Because in this initial stage, if the wage level is increased, the supply of the labor also increased. Beyond a certain stage, if the wages are increased, they require the more leisure. So the supply of the labor will be decreased. If there is a change in supply, there are determinants of supply that leads to change in supply. There are two types. First one is extension and contraction of the supply. Second one is increase and decrease of the supply. Extension and contraction of the supply, when all other things remain constant, if there is a change in price, that leads to change in the supply. These changes in the supply are called extension and contraction of the supply. When the price is increased, the supply will be extended. When the price is decreased, the supply will be contractor. To explain the extension and contraction of the supply to single supply curve is enough. The next one is increase and decrease of supply. When the price is constant, there is a change in any one of the determinant that leads to change in supply. These changes in supply are called increase and decrease of supply. To explain the increase and decrease of the supply, a single supply curve is not enough. It means new supply curves are formed. When the supply is increased, the new supply curve is formed towards right to the old supply curve. In the same way, when the supply is decreased, the new supply curve is formed towards left to the old supply curve.